Part one, I'm going to basically introduce our next final project for the year. We'll see how far we can get and if we can make it all the way through. And we're going to do a portrait project because we've learned how to do portraits. Ideally, it's going to be a mixed media portrait project, and I'll show you what that's about. Really, we want to still focus on the face and make sure that we draw somebody's face really well and it looks like them, but we can also incorporate some mixed media stuff. Mixed media just means mixed materials, kind of like random materials. We'll try to incorporate some of the mixed media stuff to enhance the project and kind of say more about that person that we're drawing. So here are just some examples that you can take a look at. They include paint in different colors, different backgrounds of newspaper. Some of them get a little funky. Okay, we're not really going to make a portrait like that you're seeing on screen, but just to show you some examples of how we can incorporate different things. We can keep them more simple. We can add stuff to them, make them kind of pop. We can do a lot of different things. So there's the bell, sorry. Here's just some examples. So what you want to do is figure out a person that you would like to draw for this project. And that's pretty much like your first task. And figure that out, and then you could draw yourself if you really want, but hopefully draw yourself or pick somebody from your family or a really great friend or something, because you'll need a picture of them. So we need to gather some things, we need to gather some information, and we need to do a little bit of work ahead of time so that our project later on can be excellent. So I'll show you some of the stuff you need to accomplish today. So this is one of your assignments. And I just kind of want to know who you'll be drawing a picture of. Who do you want? So tell me who that person is. Your dad? I drew a picture of my dad. It came out pretty nice. So I could do my dad, sister, friend, whatever. If you want it to be you, that's fine. If you're lost and you're not sure who to do, then tell me and we could figure someone out. I want to know about their personality and who this person is, though, because that will help us figure out how to draw them later on and how to add things to the portrait to say more about that person. So if you give me 4 words that describes their personality, what it's like to be around them. With my dad, sometimes he's very quiet. Sometimes he's over the top and he embarrasses me when we go to a restaurant. Sometimes he's scary. Sometimes he's the life of the party. So I want to know about your person and what it's like to be around them. I'd love to know a little bit about their background, especially the idea of what they've struggled with and what they've overcome and what kind of hardships and successes they've had in their life, because that tells you more about somebody's character and personality and why they are the way they are. And then thinking ahead to the mixed media aspect, try and think of some things you might want to add to your drawing that you can even glue right on there that would be that could help enhance it. So for my dad, he has had a kind of a rough life. He's had a better life now, though. He's chilling. He's retired. But he's kind of this rough around the edges person. So it made sense for me to want to kind of take some of the things from his tool shed, like little nails and screws and sawdust, and kind of add it to the drawing later on. I took leaves from his garden too, because he's a green thumb. He loves to grow plants and stuff and vegetables and everything. He's growing me tomatoes right now. So think about those things. It could be funky. It could be creative. It could be weird. I don't know. And just think about what kind of things you'd like to do, especially after seeing these examples. We can even tear through some of these. We could scratch at the portrait. We could do a lot of different things. Now, something else that we should do is here. We need to go out and get a picture of the person. So I want to give you specific instructions on this. I don't recommend doing a side view of them, even like this. I don't recommend it too much, especially 3/4 like this. You're seeing your face. I see some of the eye. You want it to be straight on, looking at the camera so you can see the proportions of the face more easily. And I don't recommend smiling that much. If they want to grin, that's fine. But teeth, people mess up the teeth a lot when they go to draw, and it looks like they've got a mouthful of chiclet gum or something like that. So I recommend keeping the mouth shut, straight on, like those Martin Scholler portraits we looked at. Try and collect some cardboard or a cereal box, and